Hey, my mates, how's it going? Obviously, I haven't chatted for a week or so. Um, just a quick one, mate. Look, I don't want you to feel pressure to practice or anything like that, or guilt if you don't get to practice. That's not what this is about. Okay, I'm here to help you and guide you within your normal lifestyle. You know, so we just got to fit these things in, and I know you've not really always been a big practicer, and that's absolutely fine. So I don't always need you necessarily to practice or to send videos, whatever. Obviously, the videos help a little bit, but all I really need is feedback. So if you can tell me how things are feeling, obviously what the scores are, where your ball is going, having seen your swing and obviously knowing how the sort of moving parts are most likely to adapt and what that's going to translate to, I can work that stuff out accordingly. Okay, so just a bit of feedback. And then obviously sometimes for you, you might just think, listen, sure, my bunker play has been shit, still, please just send me some bunker work to do. Okay, as an example. Or wedge play or driver or whatever it is. Okay, but you can also isolate one or two areas of the game and go, listen, I just need a little bit of work or some drills on this. Okay, anyway, so just backtrack a little bit in terms of what we're trying to do. Okay, obviously we're trying to make a neater, repeatable circle. Okay, we've changed the idea of how we're playing the game. We then want to make that circle dynamic. So that's where the sequencing and the soft hands come in. All right, and then lately we've been trying to work on getting that circle more online, understanding how to get it online. All right, so that's kind of where we're at in the game. Obviously, that translates hugely into the short game for you, but that's fine, and I hope that has been better. All right, so obviously, once neatening up the setup and changing the idea, okay, no unnecessary moving parts or wild movements, okay, and then obviously a predictable and solid circle. All right, so that's what we're trying to do. So in the last couple of weeks, we've been focusing very much on this part of the circle here. Okay, you were tending to get a little bit of shoulders, a little bit of sort of timing, etc., etc. Okay, get that circle offline at the top, and then obviously it's coming a little steep and across the golf ball at the bottom. Okay, so we're still working on that, and then obviously neater, so no moving parts. Okay, so that's where we're at, right? So I just want you to warm up with some short shots. Okay, I want you to be very disciplined in narrow stance, hips and shoulders level, so none of this, no opening up, everything really, really level, tilted over, face then square to you, and then drop that posture in. So really disciplined with your setup and your lines. Okay, hips, feet, shoulders, square, club square to me, drop it in, nice bit of tilt. Okay, a little bit of work on that. Okay, and then from there, very, very little movement. So stay very, very still. All right, and we're just trying to make circle this way. Okay, so we had half a circle and then a circle that way. Okay, so we're going to do that with a little pause just to keep everything neat. Okay, so everything level, drop it in. Okay, sorry, not a pause, a stop. So 2 second stop. Well, it's a 1 second, but a 2 count. All right, so we're just there, just a little half circle back, stay very still, no moving around, no changing of heights or anything like that. Very, very neat and still. 1, 2, 3. Okay, try go. Sorry, try go a little bit slower than that. Okay, but if you do anything, whether it's in the takeaway or even on the downswing, okay, you're going to miss hit the golf ball. Okay, so it's a really, really good drill. All right, so narrow stance, one club head apart, hips, feet, shoulders level. Okay, club face square, drop it in. Okay, we're stopping for the count of 2, little half circle. 1, 2. Okay, balance, strike, everything as neat and tidy as possible. Okay, right, once you've done a few of those and it's going well, okay, don't go if it's not going well. If you're miss-hitting or you feel like you're jumping out of it, whatever, you just got to keep grinding it. Okay, but if you starts going well, balance and strike are good. Okay, then we just go a little bit further. So we go 3/4 circle. Okay, still narrow, everything level. drop it in. Okay, so now we go a little bit further back. Still a 2-second stop, everything neat. 1, 2. Okay, and then you start doing some of those. Keep the balance, make sure of the strike, and off you go. Okay, as many as you can. All right, from there, okay, I want you to figure out now into full swing. So now you can do this with driver irons, a little bit of everything. Okay, all I want you to do is I want you to try and figure out swing path a little bit. So plane and path are usually related, but I want you to figure out swing path a little bit. Right? So there are only 3 swing paths. Okay, now because of the golf swing being a circle, the correct swing path okay, I'm sure you know this terminology, but this is inside, it's basically inside the golf ball, that's outside the golf ball. Okay, so because the golf swing is a circle, the correct swing path is in, square, in. That's the correct swing path. Okay, then you've got out to in, that's outside the ball, exiting on the inside, and then here that's inside the golf ball, exiting on the outside. Only 3 swing paths here. Okay, it's not that complicated. It's going to be hard. It's not that complicated. Right, so what I want you to do, I want you to hit 2 out to in, okay, and then 2 into out, and then 2 neutral into in. Okay, so obviously if you do it on a range, it's fairly easy. At home, if you're in your net, when you do out to ins, I guess you kind of move a little bit to the right so that you can aim a little left and swing out to in, and then your other 2, you kind of go a little bit here, so you can aim a little right into the middle of your net, swing a little into in, okay? But basically what we're going to do, okay, you can do it with an alignment stick. Okay, so that would be square. So that would be in to out. That would be out to in. Okay? So I'm set up there in to in, right? Okay, but I also just want you to have a secondary golf ball. Okay, you can use a tee if you want to, okay, but secondary golf. So for now, we're going to focus a little bit more on the release more than anything else, all right? So if I put that ball there, okay, then I've got to swing sort of in to in. If I put the ball there, okay, then I've obviously got to move this, but I'm going to have to swing in to out. Yeah? Okay, and obviously if I put the ball there, I'm going to have to swing out to in. Okay, so you got to figure it out. Like I said, you can kind of move with your net, but you got to figure it out. So if I put the ball there, okay, I've now got to swing out to in to miss that golf ball. Okay? Right, you can see a little fade happening there. Because now I'm set up in line, right? Okay, so if I now put the ball here, okay, you can see I'm doing some of it in my setup. Now I've got to swing a little bit into out. Okay, and that one's drawing a little bit. Okay, and then obviously you want to eventually get in, square, in. Okay, and try and hit a nice little straight one. Okay, so just kind of do 2, 2, 2, 2, and just kind of mess with it a little bit and figure it out. Okay, we're working on, obviously here you tend to go this way and swing out to in, so I'm trying to teach you what's into out, because that's a little bit better, but it's still going to not really help that much. And then can I make a complete circle but still swing in, square, in, and obviously still find the middle of the club face. Okay, right, so that's a little bit of work, a little bit of neatening up, then a little bit of figuring out path and timing. How early do I open up my body? How does that control the path of the golf club? And then what does that mean to the end result there? Okay, right, so that's a little bit of work. Let me know if you need anything else, and please do try and give me some feedback so I can just check at sort of any tendencies and where I think things are going well and where they're not. Okay, obviously short game and putting still a part of that. Okay, but let's just take care of a little bit of this for this week, and then we'll crack on as we go. Okay, Thank you, my mate. I'll talk to you soon.